Maybe you can highlight the need for. And I think it's part of your presentation, but maybe you can highlight the need for teams with different knowledges and different.
Yeah, I will do so. I will do so when I come to the point team creation.
It's very important.
It's very important to say. Yeah.
To have these teams, mixed teams with specific strength on each person.
Yes. Because you start as a solo. You start in a solo position to have the ideas, but afterwards, quickly you need some more people with other competencies and with other facilities.
There was this one student who mentioned that a researcher is not necessarily a good businessman or watching the industry very carefully. So, but teams can solve that,
Right.
Yeah, okay.
And I think the direct contact to the industry also put in some new competencies, because the industry himself, or the industry itself, members of the industry could be involved in the university business.
If you find people who are interested, and if
who are willing,
if the university can let's say have a good sound restart in relationship with the industry, which is somehow at the moment due to the history, it could be improved due to the history.
When I heard in the last presentation by Hayo that there is a university who has a supercomputer, I can imagine that some SMEs could need some supercomputer capacity to do their business better and to do their business.
They are very, very valuable assets. It looks like not just people, also the hardware. It looks like.
And this could be shared, and this could be also sold. So the university can make extra money from it.
So here we go.
Oh, I think we have some minutes to go.
No, I mean, here we go with my coffee.
Oh, so your coffee, okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, we have 23 participants now.
Okay.
Good.
That means 19. That means 19 students or 18 students. Amjad is also here. Yeah. Good morning, Amjad, if you can hear us.
He takes his break.
Okay.
Hi, Frank. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. How are you?
I was listening to your conversation together from the morning. I was in.
Yes, I saw it.
Thank you very much. It's a good workshop, actually. I'm very happy with what I hear, and the interaction of the students is great, and all the topics are up to the point, and really they are fantastic. So we are doing well in this pandemic. How's the things are going on in your side of the world, in Germany? Is it going well?
We have now a strict lockdown in Germany since a couple of days, and it will last until the 10th of January. So this strict lockdown causes that we will have a calm holiday, a calm vacation time, and a calm New Year and a calm Christmas time. So nothing is happening in Germany because we have nearly 900, 800, 700 killed people a day, and 30,000 new infections a day. So this is a real high number, the highest number we had since last March. So we have now this strict lockdown in Germany.
No, that's what I heard about, and that's why I want to ask how things are going with each of you, because you know people like in our age now at higher risk than other people.
You are right. You are right, and we are all nearly because we are now grandpas. Hayo is grandpa. I am grandpa. Horst is not a grandpa, but Horst will enter this new position, I think, in a few years. And grandpas are in the risky group of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we are, but what we can say, we are all fit, and we stay at home. We do Zoom business and make no direct contacts.
Oh, that's good. That if you keep social distancing and with the
I had a disadvantage. I had a disadvantage because, you know, I'm also a political guy. I'm working in the political area, and there we have the duty to meet directly and to have contact because this is system relevant, and we did it in the region. I'm member of the regional parliament here in our region, and I'm member of the community parliament in my city here. So I have to do a lot of meetings, but they are over since 2 days. So up to now, I'm in quarantine.
Well, that's good. But once you have like a face-to-face meeting, you keep putting your mask and
That's
you
right.
try to have like
That's
2
right.
meters. Oh, that's good. So, you know, I think based on the actual statistics that we had received, that if you maintain social distancing with the mask, the probability is really very, very, very low to be.
This is right. This is right, Amjad. Yeah, we did it.
Even though that you have that direct communication, it will not be problematic as long as it is like for short period of time, and you can stay away from them. Then I think you are in the safe mode at that level.
Yeah, you are right. You are right. You are completely right.
Okay. So what are your new plans? Do you have any plans here? What do you think that will come out in the next year?
In the next year, we have hopefully we will open the airports, and we open all the traveling possibilities to other countries, and we are not in lockdown situation. And then we will also come to Jordan if it's possible. All the students will come to Germany if it's possible.
Oh, that's good. So they think that in the summer they will be able to come to Germany?
Yeah, in June. I hope in June. I hope in June.
Hopefully.
Okay, should we go on?
Let's go on, Frank.
I think so. Everyone is on board.
We have 23 still logged in, so let's see.
There.
Okay, so dear students, dear colleagues, I would like to go on with our presentations, and I hope you are on the line. We're now entering the item entrepreneurial management and leadership approach. You heard a lot of information about the business development, about the business modeling, about ecosystems, about marketing and sales. But there is someone who should do all this, and there is someone who should manage all this, and this is you, and this will be you. So we have also discussed about the management and leadership approaches we need to do all this business. First of all, I would like to go with you through the journey today. Which journey we are undertaking today. First of all, after a short introduction, I will introduce to you the specialist management leadership model. This is a model who shows the different roles in a company of those functions. And then we will enter the subject of stakeholders analysis. Stakeholders analysis is a very important tool you use to make yourself clear in which environment you are working, in which critical or not critical environment you are working, having a business idea and working on a business idea. So stakeholders analysis is important. Next chapter will be the 5 leadership styles. I will introduce to you the 5 leadership styles. These are styles in which a leader could manage a company, a team, or employees. Next will be these leadership styles, the 5 styles, you present in 7 activity areas. Those leadership activity areas are then presented, and we will discuss them. And then at the end, we will go deeper into one of those leadership areas, these leadership activities areas. This is the area of processes and systems tasks. The first is a short introduction. My profile, you heard it from the colleagues. We all work for Deutsche Telekom, and someone should kill his mic, because there was something I heard here. So I worked for Deutsche Telekom AG the last 31 years, or it lasts until the year 2013. I worked for Deutsche Telekom AG in different management and leadership positions there as a senior executive vice president finally. Then we decided to start our business in professional start, as Horst said. We did this to transfer knowledge, to transfer our experiences to the young people, to students, to pupils, and we did it as business coaches and trainers and consultants. I'm 64 years old, married, 2 adult daughters and 1 grandchild. So why are I doing this? As Hajo and Horst described, I love to contribute to the happiness of young people in their private and professional life. Why private? Because professional life will cover, I think, 60% of the lifetime. And during this 60% of the lifetime, I'm not counting the sleeping time. I'm counting only the time when you are awake. So the lifetime, 60% is professional life. If this professional life is not a happy life, and if you are not be motivated doing this profession, you have no chance to create a good and a good lifetime in the private sector. The private sector will be influenced by your professional life very, very much. So for me, it's a contribution of happiness of young people, which I'm standing for and which I would like to contribute my whole rest of the life. Okay. Now, let us go back now to the early years of human beings' history. We talk about leadership long time ago, because this is the origin of leadership. 100,000 years ago, there exist 2 natural alternatives: to eat or to be eaten. And there were 3 success factors only for not to be eaten. You know, we in those times, we live in very dangerous environments. Predators are running around. We have hard climate conditions, and the resources were rare. So these are not a good environmental conditions. But we had to follow during these former times 3 success factors. First, to reach the target not to be eaten, all human beings have to generate common power to guarantee security by reducing internal conflicts. This will be done by a leading alpha, mainly by punishment. Secondly, everyone in the group has to contribute to the benefit of the group. Let us call this group orientation. And thirdly, the group has to generate and secure future strength, to have enough food and to reproduce strong new group members. So getting enough food and having sex were the main actions to survive in former times. Now, oh, wait a second. Just did something which was not planned. I have problems to, do I have the host? Could I go on with my presentation, or did you take the host away from me, Wolf?
No, Frank, Frank, you can go on. It's there. It's there.
No, I cannot move this presentation.
Yeah, try to stop sharing and reshare again.
Okay, I will do so. Now I will do it again. No. No, nothing happens. I tried to go on, but it was blocked.
So try to close the PowerPoint, then open it.
Wait a second. No, it was blocked. Why it is blocked?
So did you close the PowerPoint?
The PowerPoint presentation?
Huh?
Did you close it completely, the PowerPoint presentation? I mean the program?
Wait a second.
You close it and open it again, then it usually works.
I tried to share mine. I did it several times, but it will not function.
It's weird that it goes to the same slide, but if you close, I'm not sure if you close the PowerPoint. So just close it, then reopen it again.
Wait a second.
Was this PowerPoint complete?
Okay. Now it's okay. Wait a second. I tried again. Okay. Okay. Now let us translate these former rules, natural rules to eat or to be eaten in modern times business leadership. Today it means a leader has to generate common power to increase the energy of the team. This means he has to enhance its resilience, for example, stress resilience. He has to reduce internal conflicts in the team, and he generates trust within the group. Secondly, a leader has to create contribution of the team. That means producing more customer orientation, increasing teaming, and he has to go for cooperation for customers' benefits. The whole team has to go for cooperation for customers' benefits. And last is to generate future strength. A leader has to expand his business, to act effectively and efficiently, and he has to allocate the right resources. So you see, our first conclusion is the former eat or to be eat principle 100,000 years ago is nearly the same than the meta model of best-in-class leadership today. Have in mind that an enterprise is a system to satisfy all the needs of customers and employees. So customers have some demands and employees have some demands you have to fulfill managing and leading an enterprise. To differentiate between the roles in an enterprise, I would like now to come to the specialist management and leadership model. You see here a company, and a leader, as an entrepreneur, a leader has to produce internal energy. He has to contribute to customer satisfaction. And at the end, he has to guarantee future strength so that at the end of his active time, he could give over successful businesses of the company with a lot of benefits for his successor, maybe his children. So you see, the leader uses managers who create the work with systems, who designs processes, who steers and controls the businesses, and who coach and motivates the teams and employees. Those managers are here in this company working. And those managers for themselves use specialists for defined custom-oriented tasks, for projects, for special service lines. And they work on products, services, for the benefits of the customers. For example, in the beginning of a startup, you as an entrepreneur, for example, you have a vision and you have an idea of a product, and you will act in the roles of a leader, manager, and specialist at the same time. In this first time, you are all these three functions. You have a business idea, you create the business model, and you design the first processes to start your business. But then very, very quickly it occurs that business grows and you have to hire people and to structure management and specialist tasks. Then you lead some of them by objectives. This is the time when you could get back to the leader role, focusing more on generating visions, strategies, controlling the managers, and working for customers. Doing all this, you have to take care about the environment of all your stakeholders. Therefore, a stakeholder analysis is so important. Doing this, it is important to take care about your stakeholders of your business. Stakeholders are people who influence or be influenced by your business or your business idea. On the company side, there are owners, managers, and staff as stakeholders. On the external side, there you find customers, your suppliers, governmental institutions, financial sectors like banks, and the society. And you should take a differentiated look on any stakeholder and ask yourself the following questions. How my business will influence the position of this stakeholder? Is my stakeholder touched positively or negatively by my business? What are his concerns or what are his benefits? How could I improve the attitude of this stakeholder and change his mind? Doing this stakeholder analysis, and I presented here to you a matrix you can use also for doing a stakeholder analysis. We come back when we talk about your task, we come back to this matrix. Doing this stakeholder analysis, you quickly identify potential conflicts which results from stakeholder actions in the future. You are able, doing so, to avoid such conflicts before you start your business or realize your business idea. Now we come to the 5 leadership styles you can use leading a team or leading employees. The first leadership style is the leadership style you use force. One is the leader and all the rest follows. The leader communicates clear rules. Those who will not follow will be punished. I think it's a very simple way of leading, used in military actions and emergency case actions, where the question is very digital, not very qualified leadership. This is not a qualified leadership, but it's a necessary leadership for some kinds of situations and some kinds of people. Next leadership is task and processes. You lead by defined workflows and design processes. This function is well during slow market development. There is a disadvantage. Staff will be less creative and not fast enough in a flexible changing environment. Next leadership style is dealing with leadership by objectives. It's a target leadership style. Fixed objectives given by the leader. The leader delegates projects and special tasks to a staff member or a manager, who then acts to create self-responsible solutions. High self-responsibility is needed, good communication skills, and excellent self-management skills are necessary there. And time management systems, budgets, controlling of operating figures are tools which the manager is using or leader is using this management style. Next management style is used in quick changing markets. A leader there is only steering the process to define and to meet objectives. I think all of you need the Scrum management. It's a new management methods in agile markets, agile management. Those agile management methods are based on those flexible objectives, and you need highly qualified staff members with new competencies like self-organization or management by moderation, because the manager there is not an active manager in delegating or in setting objectives. This manager is a moderator, is more a moderator. And the last is the emotional leadership. Emotional leadership means that all decisions are driven by emotions. Emotion decide, ratio only arguments. If you buy a car, you will see you see a BMW, you see Mercedes, and you have emotions for this car, you are not asking your brain, you are asking your heart and your stomach first. And your brain afterwards calculate the financial opportunities or financial possibilities to buy this car. But all is emotion in decision making. And the leader has to care about his own emotions first in this leadership style. And he should generate a climate in the team of positive emotions like trust, real team spirit, motivation to support each other, and what's very important, to love the customer with a future-oriented mind. The fundament of this leadership is good reason and sense for what I'm working for. So this is the question you have to ask there. Okay, these 5 leadership styles, there are some principles to work with these 5 leadership styles. So if you start a company, you have to decide which people are in this company, which people are in your team, how qualified they are, and then you decide which leadership style you can use first. But you should be able to use all of the leadership styles, because you will be in situations when you have to use leadership style 1, this 4th leadership style. You will have situations when you have the emotional part to play, and so you need to be able to present and to manage all those leadership styles. In an organization, you have to use different styles at the same time, because you have different people in your team. You have people who only will get some objectives and they do their work for their own. They are responsible to do their work. Then you need the leadership style for the management by objectives. You have people who need a given process, who need a given task to work, who are not able to do it self-responsible. So you need the different leadership style for processes and tasks. So you have to decide for which person you use which leadership style. And a good leadership and a good leader has to handle all the leadership styles excellently. All. Okay, coming now from the leadership styles to the leadership activities. And there are 7 areas in which a leader acts. First, a leader has to work on himself. And this is the most important part. We will not do this here in this workshop because it will last very, very long, but I will give you in the handouts a lot of information about this working part on your personality, on your own status, to enhance your respect, that the team will respect you. And this is something which has to do with external status. You have to improve and to enhance your external status, and you have to improve your internal status. External status has something to do with your gesture, your speech, your posture, your body shape, how you're presenting yourself in front of the team, how you're presenting yourself in front of a group of employees. And the internal status has something to do with your own competence, has something to do with your fitness, has something to do with your emotions. You get a lot of handouts for this. Next time is, as you heard before, if you start an idea, you quickly will notice that you have no idea about financials, for example. If you are a technical guy and if you are an engineer, maybe you has no idea how to create a business case, how to do these Excel sheets with all these numbers in and with all these cost and revenue elements. So you need a guy who is fit for this financial analysis. Next time you notice that you have no idea about sales. You have no idea about organization of sales processes. So you need a sales officer. So you have to hire and to fire. Team constellation is a very, very important activity very early in the phases of creating a startup, for example. Next is, if you have then a startup, you need operational leadership. You have a team. There are 5 guys you are working with. You have to discuss about projects and project responsibilities. You have to control the business as a leader. You have to control the results of the different processes and the different tasks you have given. You have a budget. and you have staff motivation to do, and you have to combine to perform meetings. Next time is processes and systems. Process and systems means you are designing processes and you are designing controlling systems in which these functions will be managed then, and in which all the employees will work. Next is the visionary and strategic leadership. Will be done using the flexible or emotion leadership styles. You create emotions, you need some dreams, you need visions, strategies, talk about visions and strategies, work in the same direction with the whole company, with the whole emotions of the people you are working with, so that the business is not only done, but also is felt. You feel your business, all the emotions are directed to this business. Companies with a lot of visions and strategies then enter the sphere of cultural leadership. This is the sixth activity area. Cultural leadership means that they work on values and cultures, and they define those values and cultures they are standing for with their companies. The seventh and very important leadership sphere includes the staff and team development. This is a continuous process of promotion and coaching of the team members. You have to observe the performances of team members and agree with them on individual paths and advanced business education for them. I can tell you, put a lot of time in this activity, because you are only strong if you have a strong team. So let's come to a conclusion of what you have seen in the last slides. All leadership problems and concrete challenges of a leader in a company, of a startup, could be solved with those three elements. So you have the three key success factors of leadership: energy, contribution, future growth. You have the 5 leadership styles, and you have the 7 activity areas of a leader. And you can drive all leadership problems, and you can solve all problems in a company using those factors. Now I would like to go a little bit deeper into the operative leadership sector and the process and design leadership sector. I told you that I will send you a handout concerning personality and status, but now I will more deal with the operative leadership and the process and system leadership sector. And we have to use there the leadership styles of task and processes, and the leadership styles of management by objectives, setting targets. And when we do this, when we design processes and when we design new projects, we are doing change management. We changing something in the system of my startup, or I'm changing something in the system of my company, and there I have to use these leadership styles very, very good. Once again, having in mind, the enterprise is a system to satisfy the needs of the customers and the employees. And I now emphasizing the satisfy needs of the employees, because if you change something in a company, you have to be sure to meet the demands of your employees. The demands of the employees are the following ones. Drawing the team members' pain point list. If you talk to your team members starting a business or starting a company, you sit together at a table and you discuss about the pain points and the problems all these team members see. And you will see, and we made this demand list for our professional star team member demand model. You see that all the pain points or problems arises from such items which you find on this slide. Drawing this team member pain point list, check the following team demands to be fulfilled. Ask yourself which demands you see here are hit by the team pains, and answer the following questions. Does the new process you design, we are in the designing process area, does the new process you design make the working situation of the team members more stable or unstable? Does they feel secure afterwards, or is insecurity arising? Is the work of the team members more significant and constant, or alternate and simple and not significant? Do they feel working with a spirit of cooperation and connection to each other and to you as the leader? Is there an opportunity to grow for the team members? Could they do something for their own there? Do they create a significant contribution to customers' benefit? Could they discover the main purpose of their work? Meeting those demands are something even more important than to give more money to everyone, because this is also motivation, but this is second row motivation. First row motivation are such demands which are coming from the motivation and which motivates the people you are working with in your team more than giving them more money. And then you come to the basic project design. And I write down on the next slides the steps you have to follow to create such basic project design. First of all, you select a process with the most pain points in the design. If you sit in this round, in this first discussion round with your people and ask them what is going wrong here, and what are your problems in doing your work, and what is your pain point, make a list of the first pain points. And check these pain point list to the pain point demand list I showed you before. Oh, wait a second. Okay. Then you have an initial meeting with all the stakeholders of your business model. If you talk about a business model and if you talk about a ecosystem you were in, try to discuss with many of the stakeholders which are influencing your business or which will be influenced by your business, and explore the status quo. So it's necessary to ask the question, which detailed present results and outputs created by this old process? Past sources of error. Find out which past sources of error are there, what functioning well and what is not functioning well, and which failures appear in the past. And use one page for each of those questions to have the control the present development of such problems and the solving of these problems. Next step would be defining the outcome of the process and all process steps. Define all to-dos step by step, because what we are doing here is a basic process design, but more it's a basic output-oriented process design. You will get some results and you discuss not about the process, but you discuss about the results, and then define the process to do this right and to present those results. So you first discuss what you are doing and what is the result, and then discuss how you will do this. So do it step by step. Next process design step is to develop some process controlling tools to list the optimum results for the customers on the one hand, and these data are controlling milestones as a checklist to control the success of this process. This is a leader's tool. You need such list of the outcomes as a controlling list, as a controlling list for the leader to say, okay, this step number 23 is done, the output is achieved. And at the end, you need documentation of all these process steps and all these process versions, because there are maybe some more ways to do something. So you combine processes, or you also compare some processes in their results. Okay, this would be my presentation concerning leadership, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them now. Thank you very much for your attention.